Welcome students. Today we are going to continue our chapter number 13, that is sound, part number 3. Hope you must have read, you have seen part 1 and part 2 properly. Now let us move towards the part 3, that is noise pollution. In part 1 we have seen how the sound is produced, that is vibration is necessary for production of sound. We have seen how the sound is heard due to the air. Okay, we have seen how the sound is propagated through the different mediums. Okay, in which medium it is fastest, solid medium, then second it is faster in the liquid, then in the air medium. So we have seen propagation of sound. We have seen the new word vacuum. Vacuum means where there is absence of air. Now children, last topic is noise pollution. Children, here various sounds are shown. They are asking observe and discuss which of these sounds is pleasant, which sounds are a nuisance to a people. Children, see in this first picture. In the first picture, can you see this boy is just screaming. This girl is nicely singing. This third boy is just making a noise of this toy. Okay, with the he has tied a string to it and he's just making a tin. I think so. It is a tin box through which he's just making a noise of it. So which of this sound is pleasant? Out of these three, the girl is singing nicely, that sound is only pleasant. Okay, and which sounds are a nuisance? Children, that both the first and third boy, they are making a sound, that the third boy is just screaming unnecessary, that sound is also creating a nuisance. Okay, that is, nobody likes to hear such sound. Okay, nuisance means what? That sound which is not pleasant. Nobody likes to hear such sound. Okay, nobody feels happy to hear such sound. Such sounds are called as a nuisance sound. Okay, unnecessary making sound. Now we are going to see about a noise pollution. Children, when the noise is too much and nobody likes to hear such nuisance sounds, that then it is called as a noise pollution. Okay, a loud sound, a very loud sound, and that is a harsh to hear, that nobody likes to hear such sound, that sound is called as a, that sound will be called as a noise pollution. And that sound only creates what? Produce more noise, and that will be called as a noise pollution. That sound which is very harsh to hear and which nobody likes to hear, that sound nobody feels pleasant to hear. So children, here is a noisy scene given in one house. Okay, make a list of all the sounds implied in this picture. They are asking you, how would this atmosphere affect a person who is not feeling well? Would you able to study in these conditions? Children, what is the condition? Let us see. Children, see, these two ladies are talking. One is the lady, neighbor lady, and this the lady inside the house. They are talking, gossiping. The dog is barking, and you see here, the dog is barking, is making a noise, that is, the daddy is talking, the small baby is crying on the lap of the father. This one more boy in the house is playing this aeroplane. Okay, outside the window the birds are chirping. Okay, then this one more little girl in the house, she is making the noise of this drum. Then this grandmother is watching a TV noises there. So many noises together in one house. Yes or no, children? So this is a complete a noisy scene. Make a list of all these sounds. Okay, and how would this atmosphere affect a person who is not feeling well? Children, in such a situation, the person who is not feeling well in the house will affect a lot. We will not able to stay in such a noisy place. The person who is not well, for him complete silence is required. But in this family, complete a noise is there. In such house, a person who is not feeling well will not be taken care. Okay, for that person complete silence is must. Third question, would you able to study in such condition, in these conditions, in such a noise? Will you able to study? Definitely no, children. So let us move to the next page. The situations shown in the two pictures on the page 94 are often seen around us. We know all such kind of sounds. Some of the sounds they depict are pleasant while others are harsh. Out of that we have seen that about that three one girl and two boys. Out of that, that girl sound was very pleasant to hear, while the others are harsh. Very loud or continuous noise had adverse effect on the people of that locality. If you talk very loudly or continuous, there is a noise pollution, continuous noise, okay, that affects the people of that locality. Their hearing may get impaired. If continuous noise is there, noise pollution is there, what happens, children? The hearing may get impaired, which can even lead to deafness. Even you can be a deaf if continuous you are hearing such a noise. Okay, it also causes restlessness. Okay, you will not feel well. Irritability means continuously you will get irritated, you shout, you become angry again and again. There will be a mental tiredness, mental exhaustion. You cannot work with concentration. If such a noise is there in the house, that noise is seen, we have seen in that house, one cannot work. And if any person who is not well is there in the family, he will not be able to survive more in that family. So this kind of continuous noise which may have ill effects on a person, that is called as a noise pollution. In noise pollution, you will feel much restless. You will not feel good. Restlessness means what? You will not feel good. You will continuously will get irritated. Okay, you will not work with concentration. You will get mentally tiredness. Your head will pain. Even you will become a deaf if you are continuously in such a noise. So these are the effects of noise pollution. Noise pollution occurs when we hear one or many sounds harmful to the air. When it is taking place, noise pollution, when continuously you are hearing harmful noises. Now children, there should be some solutions. Yes or no? If noise pollution is taking place, we should have some solutions for this noise pollution. What we can do to prevent this, to stop this noise pollution? So what are the measures? The first one is, as far as possible, we should avoid blowing the horn. Children, on the road, if you see, the sometimes the vehicles are unnecessary, they are blowing the horn. That horn is irritating literally, children. So as far as possible, avoid blowing the horn. Okay. Second one is, volume of TV or radio in the house should be restricted to those watching the program. If children, you are watching the TV in the house, you should keep the volume as much that you can hear. You only can hear. You should not keep it too high so that the others in the locality, others in the neighbors in your surrounding also gets hear that sound of your TV. So volume of the TV or radio in the house should be restricted to those watching the programs. Third one, vehicle should be maintained properly to reduce the unnecessary sounds they produce. Sometimes what happens, children, on the road the vehicles are running. Sometimes they are not doing proper maintenance of the vehicles. So what happens, so much noise they make on the road. No, if they are not properly doing maintenance of that vehicles. So that is why vehicles should be properly maintained so that they should not produce unnecessary sounds, okay, and disturb others. Fourth one, factories, airports, railway stations and bus stand. On this there is a lot of noise of the people. So this should be located at a proper distance, that is away from the residential areas. Factories, too much noise of the machines is there. Airport, aeroplanes noise is there. Railway stations, train sound is there. Bus stand, people are gossiping, buses noise. So many noises on these important places, factories, airports, railway station. So they should be at a proper distance away from the residential areas. Residential areas means where the people are not living. Okay, so they should be at some proper distance. So these are the some of the ways through which we can prevent the noise pollution. Some of the sounds that we enjoy can be a nuisance for others also. Remember that. Believe it or not, birds like robin and the woodcock can recognize the sound of an earthworm in the soil and find their prey. Children, this two birds name they have mentioned, robin and woodcock, they can recognize the sound of an earthworm. You know, earthworm is called as a friend of the farmer. In the soil, they make the soil fertile. They are in the soil. Mostly in the rainy season, you can see that earthworm. They can recognize easily their sound and they can find their prey. Okay, this is because their hearing organs are very sensitive. They can easily hear the sound because their hearing organs, that is ears, they are very sensitive. Some species of grasshopper produced a sound by rubbing their legs together while flying in the air. Children, the grasshopper, you know, they make a sound by rubbing their legs when they fly in the air. The flapping of the wings of the bee or mosquito produce humming sound. You know the sound produced by the bee or mosquito. Mosquitoes make a sound when they flap their wings in the air. So have you heard such sounds? Definitely everybody have heard this. Definitely, at least mosquito or bee sound we have heard. Okay, so here we have ended our chapter. We have seen in this chapter vibrations are required for production of sound. A medium is required for the propagation of sound. Which are that mediums? We have seen a solid travels through the air, solid and solid, liquid and gaseous medium. Okay, air means gaseous medium. Sound is propagated through gaseous, liquid and solid. Means it travels through all these mediums at different speeds. In sound it is more heard clearly. Sound is heard more clearly in the solids as compared to the liquids and gaseous. Sound is disagreeable, irregular and noise is disagreeable, irregular and loud. Noise pollution occurs when there is continuous harsh sound. Noise pollution has many adverse effects on our health. We should have some of the measures. We have seen these are the some of the measures which we should adopt to prevent the noise pollution. So here we have ended the chapter. The next part I will upload this question answers. Till then revise the lesson from the textbook also.